Hi, this is Shera Inspires yet again, and I'm speaking to you from Nairobi, Kenya. You're welcome, and I thank God for the gift of life this morning. Today we are going to discuss about the married bachelor syndrome, and I will read you an email. We have been married 1 year and no children yet. My husband works 8 to 5 p.m. He arrives home at 9 p.m. He carries work home and is always on his computer. He sleeps at 11 p.m., leaves the house by 5 a.m. to beat the traffic jam, he says. This is his schedule Monday to Thursday. On Friday, he gets home at 1 a.m., so Saturdays he does not work. He sleeps in late and wakes up at 9 a.m. He showers, takes breakfast, and goes to the garage. He gets home at 2 a.m. On Sunday, we go together to church. We have some nyama choma after church, and we go home by 6 p.m. He wants to be early for his Monday morning meeting, he says. This same Sunday that we have arrived home at 6 p.m., he is the chairman of a burial committee that's ongoing within the court. It's a neighbor who has passed on, so he walks to that residence. He gets home at 10 p.m. The funeral is scheduled for the next Saturday, so all week he will be attending these burial meetings. That Saturday he attends the funeral and comes back on Monday morning, having gone straight to his workplace. I am left wondering whether the funeral was actually him getting buried. I am fed up. When will we ever make babies, I wonder? Oh dear, let me read you the second one. This one is from a male. He says, we find ourselves comfortable while away from home because there's a lot of noise at home. My wife is always making noise at me. She doesn't know how to cook and does not even make an effort. We buy food from supermarkets, and as I watch her seated all the time watching soap operas, one moment she's on her phone, she's on social media, as if the phone is the one that married her. She forgets her role as a wife. She does not have time for me after my busy day. One moment she wants me to buy this and to buy that, and the next moment she's telling me to give up some of my friends. She doesn't like them. So the house gets too noisy, and I will never hear her appreciating anything good about me. And this is why, instead of me being discouraged and being let down, I prefer joining my friends, and I find happiness at parties. So you've noticed those two case scenarios. The first one whereby the man, they have no children. Actually, none of them mentions children. And let's talk about the married bachelor syndrome. What this means. This means that this is a married man who refuses to grow up. They exhibit the good guy in public, but within the home, he's a reckless and a don't care male. They see marriage as a distraction from their way of life. They marry for the heck of society. Maybe they're pursuing some political ambitions, or they're trying to move up their career ladder, so they marry a woman for the sake of it. Not because he loves her or he cares for her, but for the sake of the society. They blow cash, they get loans and blow it, and even blow away money by having some very crazy business deals where family money is involved. They continue to live lives as single men even after marriage. You cannot change a party animal, by the way. Whether you get married and have children, this man will always be away from home. He will rarely be there to correct the children. He will rarely be there for you as a spouse. He will rarely find your food sweet. Some of them, whether you cook nice food, whether you compliment him, whether the children are in bed early, he just doesn't want to be home. and he might even look for excuses to actually be away from home. One of these excuses may be that the children sleep too early, that the food you're cooking is too good, he needs to go and eat some goat head somewhere outside because the food is like more like hotel food. He'll also find that you're too polite and he needs to get away from home so that he can find some woman who will be a bit tough on him, maybe a barmaid or some other kind of woman. So you notice that this person, anything you do, as long as he's a party animal and suffers from married bachelor syndrome, nothing will work for him, for you to tame him and keep him home. It's up to him to decide. And then if you have children also, he might say that the children are either too noisy or too quiet. And then woe unto you if your self-esteem is low. He will capitalize on this and make you feel inadequate, make you feel unworthy, make sure that you feel like you would even commit suicide. These are people who drive you to insanity. So right now, I really need you to look around you for the loved ones that you are with and what relationship are you in? Because some people have worked so hard to try and stay in a marriage with a male who doesn't want to settle down. And sometimes women keep asking themselves the question, what have I done? You don't have to have done anything, lady. And as long as your self-esteem is high, do not be apologetic. This is when you actually realize that he has a problem, not me. And that is when the healing starts, because you concentrate on the problem and discuss it. So I wish you all the best in your relationships. Let's hear your feedback as usual, and have a blessed Sunday. Clouds of blessings.